Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Erika Blanco. What's good, everybody? Thank you all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. We are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 15, episode 16, and the name of the episode is called The Last Supper. Okay? Ciao. I know I'm late. Let me tell y'all what happened. So y'all already know I've been having sleep problems, so I have not been able to fall asleep. I don't think I slept since maybe Friday. And so I was unable to go to sleep last night. And I had planned on coming on today. Today is Sunday. I had planned on coming on later on today and do a review of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and also the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. And I also planned on doing a Hot Topics review. But as the saying goes, tell God your plans. Or how does the saying go? Tell me your plans and make God laugh or whatever happens. So hadn't been asleep, tried to go to sleep, just laying there, closing my eyes, nothing is going on. So I'm like, okay, when I get up today and the stores and stuff open up, I'm gonna have to go and get some Benadryl. So I couldn't fall asleep. I get up, I go to the gym. Get to the gym, I do my cardio, and had a great cardio session. You know, sometimes my cardio sessions be a struggle sometimes. I don't know. I think it really be depending on my sleep, but I had a great cardio session being that I didn't really get a lot of sleep in these last couple of days. And so it's leg day. So I'm working out and start squatting. I started with heavy weight, started to try to work my way down. Second set of squats, my back went out, which is so crazy because one of my good friends, his back actually went out maybe earlier this week or last week. And so I knew that it was coming by Friday. Friday, I felt a little twinge in my back and I tried to work it out a little bit. And to be honest with you, I haven't had really a lot of back trouble since maybe last year. I can't remember the date, but I do remember it was around the time that we saw Monique and her son reunite. And so I remember that was the last time I had complained about my back. And so right now I am just in a lot of pain. And so I'm just going to come down here and run my mouth with things that I saw on the episode because I'm in pain. I don't want to watch the episode again. I kind of know everything that I want to talk about or really the important parts. And so just please bear with me, okay? Because I'm trying to get through it. But again, we are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 15, episode 16. And the name of the episode is called The Last Supper. So the girls are still in Italy, and we're at this dinner scene, okay? And Bose apologizes to Dorit. For me, there is no way that Bose or Erika Jayne can tell me that they thought that Kyle had good intentions.
No way. No way.
There's no way. And Bose, I'm really side-eyeing Bose because I feel like she keeps trying to run with that narrative, girl, but you know better. You know better, okay? But nevertheless, she apologized to Dorit. Dorit accepted the apology. And Dorit is now saying that Bose has been there for her more than all of the women put together. And I don't agree with that. I do believe that Bose has been there for Dorit, but I also think that Erika has been there for her as well. But I think that with Erika, she has shown a little disdain for the way that Dorit has showed up, and Bose has not shown disdain. When Dorit arrives late, Erika seems to have an attitude, and she's upset, like, girl, again, girl, come on, girl. You know what I'm saying? Bose just let it fly. Bose just let it fly. Right. And so I will say that Bose is not complaining as much as the other girls, but that does not mean that she has been there for you more than Erika. I think that Erika has really been there for Dorit. And while I'm on Erika, you just cannot convince me. I said last episode that I didn't know, whereas Erika knew what Kyle was doing. Yes, Erika, you know exactly what Kyle is doing because I just can't. When we were in Sedona and Kyle tried to bring up PK and the kids, and you said, oh no, to me that lets me know that Erika knew that Kyle was playing a dirty game and she was going too far. So Erika, you know, Dorit is now questioning what Erika is going through. And to be honest with you, I'm with Dorit. And I'm not saying that Erika hasn't gone through a hard time on this show, but if you asking me, I don't really think that she give a fuck about Tom like that. Do I think that she want to be holding the bag? No. But if she really cared about Tom, she would be going down to the prison. To see, that's just how I feel. I don't think that she's heartbroken and brokenhearted, like, like Brandy and Moye. I just don't think that she feels like that about Tom. I do think that she's upset that she's left holding the bag. I do think that's fucking with her, and she can't really move on with her life. She is going through, but she's not going through it like that. And another thing with Erika Jayne, Dorit is saying that Erika never talks about what she's going through, and I kind of identify with Erika with that. I'm kind of mostly all of my friend groups, I'm probably considered the strong friend. And it's not that I'm just this strong person and nothing affects me. Stuff affects me all the time. I just don't like being vulnerable, right? I feel like what bothers me is that I don't like to break down and tell you what's going on with me. Or finally, when I do finally break down, when I tell you about something, I want to move on from it. Like when I say something to you and I finally break down and you ask me about something and I give you the honest answer and what's really going on with me and telling you my deep feelings, I told you the shit, baby, bury it. Bury it. I don't need you checking in on me 2 or 3 days later. I don't forgot about the shit. I'm trying to put the shit out of my mind and you bringing me back here.
Please go away from me with this.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of friend I am. And I try not to do it with other people. I try not to do that with other people. If you tell me something, I'm not going to check on you to make sure we can talk about it that one time. And the advice that you ask from me, I expect you to use it or put it into action. However, if you got an update, we can talk about it. But I don't want to be going about the same thing over and over again, right? And so we know that Erika, she's going through court cases and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just think that she's the strong friend, but we still have to check in on our strong friends, Dorit. You're not going through anything that trumps everything that everybody else is going through, right? I can see Mary Cosby feeling that way on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City next season. Ain't none of you bitches going through what I went through. I done buried my child, right? Ain't none of y'all going through what I done went through. I have buried my child. And I could see if you was going through something like that, girl, you got with a nigga who ain't got no money. The money ran out and the nigga left you. That's how I feel. I'm sorry. That's the truth. Okay? Dorit ended up calling Erika a cunt. And Erika Jayne said, girl, I'm the one about cunt to this circle, girl. You late. Right? I am always so surprised by words that others get offended by. And when I say others, I mean non-black. Right? Growing up, the worst thing that you can say to someone is that they suck dick or they ate pussy. That was the worst thing you could say about them. I remember when I first moved to LA, I was working at a gym and the gym had to be closed at a certain time, but the outside stayed open until an hour before we shut down. And the people used to want to stay out there until the gym closed and we couldn't let them close. And I remember a guy had came to me and asked me, can we leave it open? And I'm like, well, against the rules, we have cameras and stuff that watch us make sure that we close the outside down at a certain time. So unfortunately, sir, I can't let you do that. And he was like, well, thank you for explaining it to me because the other guy who works with you, he a prick. He acts like a prick and I know that he wouldn't let us open it, but I'm glad that you actually gave me a reason. So I'm the type of person who, if I know that something is going to upset you, I won't tell you, right? And so I just thought that this was just something, prick before. That's not in my everyday. I haven't heard the word before, sure, but it wasn't nothing that I would get offended by. So I told my coworker, he's not black. He is actually Indian and white. He kind of looked like Prince. Beautiful guy. Ended up telling him about it. And baby, when I told him about it, he was at the front desk crying. I literally was at the front desk having to console this man.
Listen to me, okay? You are gonna make it through this. You understand me?
Okay.
All right? It doesn't hurt. We've been through a lot together, haven't we? You okay?
I'm okay.
That's what I want to hear. I want to hear you okay.
I'm okay.
Yes, I know you okay.
Because he was crying because somebody had called him a prick. If I knew that prick would have upset him like that, I wouldn't have even told him. I really believe if I would have told that to one of my black coworkers, that shit would have flew off their back. Because it would have flew off the back to me. But I don't like to, I'm not a person, if somebody say something about you and it don't got no good for you, I probably defend you. I don't like to go in, I don't want to be the person to bear bad news to people. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have told him if I would have thought that he would have been up there crying. But I'm just so surprised that these women are so offended by the word cunt. And it really didn't work the way that Dorit thought that it would have worked on Erika Jayne, especially Erika Jayne, right? I could see Sutton and Kyle falling out of their seat, melting by somebody calling them the word cunt, but exactly what I'm going to work with Erika Jayne, okay? And Erika Jayne told her, girl, you late. You late. And so then, speaking of late, Dorit ended up apologizing about showing up late all the time. And Erika Jayne said, none of these motherfuckers are going to tell you about it, but we don't like it. So why were you late today? And she was like, it was about my kids. It was about my kids. And Erika Jayne said, you think your kids are more important than our kids? Everybody got kids, girl. You got a grown ass son that's a police officer, girl. You got a son, but you ain't got no motherfucking kids. All the Kyle kids grown. All Kyle kids grown. Kyle ain't got no motherfucking kids. Baby, Kyle was out here sleeping with a daughter. See, that Dorit, you don't know how to set the table off. Kyle is around here fucking with a bulldagger that's younger than her second child, right? So I don't want to hear nothing about no kids at the table.
What about your lesbian relationship, bitch?
Unless your kids are under 18, really under 17, I don't want to hear about no kids at the table. Y'all ain't got no kids, girl. You got a grown man that's a police officer, right? So don't tell me nothing about no kids. Don't tell me nothing about no kids. And she ended up apologizing to all of the ladies for being late. She said that she thought she apologized and they wrote the beautiful being footage. Dorit, you definitely didn't apologize. And this is another thing with Dorit. I can give you grace with what you're going through and you being overwhelmed and you going through a lot and you divorced and stuff like that or whatever. But that being late, girl, fuck all that. You was doing that before this divorce happened. And to me, it is just disrespectful. Plain and simple. It is just disrespectful. There is no way that I believe it was a 45-minute trip to Sedona from LA. And you came in an hour, that was an hour and 30 minutes late. Baby, that was going to Sedona and coming back. That's an hour and 30 minutes. You were an hour and 30 minutes late and you came and you didn't apologize to the girls? She had to apologize. They just didn't show it. There's no way. There's no way. But she ended up apologizing to all of the ladies and she skipped over Amanda. And Kyle is literally riding her ass about not apologizing to Amanda. Dorit said that she didn't see Amanda. Dorit, you saw the girl, but I don't fuck with her. So why would I apologize to the bitch? I don't like the bitch. That's the thing that's missing with Beverly Hills because it's always, Erika Jayne don't really do it a lot, but when I don't fuck with you, I'm not being nice to you. Fuck that bitch. That's what I would have said. Fuck that bitch. I don't fuck with her. Fuck her. I'm not apologizing to that bitch. Bitch, you gonna wait for me. You knew. Miss Money Queen, you wait for the queen to arrive, bitch. Let that bitch earn her motherfucking stripes. Fuck that hoe. That's what I would have said. Fuck that bitch. Kyle says that her and Dorit don't have to be friends. Y'all weren't friends, Kyle. You said on your Amazon Live that you and Dorit was not really friends. Kyle is really pissing me off because I don't know how Kyle is trying to turn herself into a victim. I don't know how she's trying to turn herself to a victim to this whole situation. You literally went and talked shit about Dorit to every girl in this circle. And I've never seen, and this is why Kyle will never be the queen of Beverly Hills. Because she can't stand alone. If you had a problem with Dorit, you had a problem with Dorit. And it wasn't until I moved to LA till I seen girls move or people move like Kyle, right? If they have an issue with you, they won't just tell you or be straightforward about it. They would try to ruin your reputation and go and talk about you to other people and try to make you like an outcast or of some sort, right? They try to kill your reputation. And that is what she has done on this show. Kyle will never be the queen of Beverly Hills, because I've seen it in the blogs this year, and this weekend, I want to talk about it. And everybody, Sutton was saying that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the queen of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is Lisa Vanderpump.
Yup.
The queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta is Nene Leakes, and it will always be Nene Leakes. The queen of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is Lisa Vanderpump, and it will never be Kyle, because Kyle, you played second fiddle to her. In my eyes, a queen will never play second fiddle to no bitch. Erika Jayne cannot be the queen of Beverly Hills to me. She could read the girls down. She could eat the girls up, but she will never be a queen because she's not standing in her puss. And that is the thing with Erika Jayne and Dorit, that they have all played second fiddle to Kyle. Kyle, weak ass Kyle? Fuck that. Kyle is not the queen of Beverly Hills, baby. Lisa Vanderpump played her. And she played Lisa Rinna to an extent too. Lisa Rinna can never be the queen of Beverly Hills. When you play second fiddle to somebody, you could never be the queen of me. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, since Lisa Vanderpump left the show, has been queenless. There has not been a queen that has stepped on the show.
Let's be clear about that.
Let's really be clear about that.
Same thing with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I love Kenya Down. She's not the queen of Atlanta. She can't even fully express it to herself. She can't even let the words come out of her mouth that she was the queen of Atlanta when Carlos asked her about it in their interview. Erika had Dorit running.
Better get the running, bitch.
Dorit ended up leaving the table. She had her running baby, and Erika Jayne said, "Girl, what you running for now?" She said, "The bitch running. You scared of this ass whooping? You was getting everybody else together. You can't get me together."
Look how she aimed at.
That's what I took from it. Okay, and Dorit left. Kathy went running after her, and she said that she's tired of taking it. And I will never forget what season it was, but I remember when I first noticed Dorit taking it from Kyle. They had it was the first episode of one season, and they were at Kyle's house, and Kyle and Dorit had broken into the room. Remember where Kyle and Sutton had the conversation at in Kyle's house, where she said that her ex-husband was going to move to the UK and he wanted to take her with him. They was in that room, and Kyle had told Dorit in so many words, "Don't you ever talk to me like," she was like really giving her the ride at, "Bitch, don't you ever talk to me like that again, or I will fucking," you know what I'm saying? That's how she was talking to her. And Dorit didn't say nothing. She went and got PK and told PK, "Let's go." PK was like, "I'm eating," and girl, let's go. Because I can't let this bitch talk to me like that in her house. Let's get up out of here. And I remember right then I was like, "Oh baby, she playing second fiddle to Kyle. Kyle has got the girls in line. She got them in line. There's no way. There's no way." Do I think that Erika is being one of Kyle? To me, Erika just cannot. I don't think that Erika, and I'm torn, okay? I think that Erika got into it with Dorit at this dinner scene because Dorit said that Bowles has been there more than she has. And they wrote the beautiful beam footage, and Erika Jayne has been there for Dorit, and she was even crying about it. So I do believe that there is love there, and she do love her. However, Erika, you cannot convince me that you think that Kyle has good intentions. Kyle's intentions are not good. Kyle is not a victim in this, and no one on that set can come, especially Erika Jayne, because I feel like Erika Jayne, she grew up in Atlanta. I feel like that she could see stuff that the other girls can't see. She grew up different. Right? She's not one of us, but I think that she grew up around us. And I think that she sees everything different. So I think that she could see the play before it happened. Her saying, "Oh no" to Kyle and Sedona to me means a lot to me. And so I believe that she knows that Kyle is being facetious in her concern for Dorit. But I don't think that Kyle would have took that fight on. I don't think that Erika would have took that fight on with Dorit had Dorit not said that had she not left them there already when they went to go get gelato, and also when she said that Bowles was there for her more than everybody else. Okay, but again, Dorit was telling Kathy that she's tired of taking it, but she has been taking it. But she said those days of taking it is over, and it is. I've gone through a lot. I'm divorced from my husband. I don't got time to be trying to play Kyle's game and playing second fiddle to Kyle. I'm surprised that none of the other women jumped into the conversation. I'm surprised that none of the women jumped to the conversation. Rachel Zoe said that Kyle is kind of giving mean girl. That is mean girl when you have to go and run around. I don't really operate with me. If I got something to say, I don't give a fuck if anybody else feel the same way or not. I'm gonna say what I need to say to a person, and you ain't gonna bully me, bitch. I can't be bullied. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't give a damn who it is. We would be windmilling down. You're not going to bully me, and y'all are not going to put any words in my mouth. And I'm just surprised that when Erika and Dorit got into it, nobody else had anything to say. Nobody else jumped in. It was crazy. I don't have a problem with her being late. What you mean, motherfuckers? Hold on, Erika Jayne. Watch my shoes now. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen. I don't have a problem with her being late. I never said nothing about her being late. The girl is going through something. You know what I'm saying? Do we like it? No, but girl, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Nobody was saying anything about it. But Erika Jayne started crying, and Kyle came over there to console her. Kyle, girl, bye. Bye.
Sip it, bitch. Sip it. You're dead in my book.
Next, I don't know if the scenes are going to be out of order or not. I'm just going off my head. We seen Rachel Zoe. She had a scene with Skyler, and they were buying shoes. I love Rachel Zoe kids. Those are my nephews, so don't fuck with them, okay? Skyler has his first job at the shoe store, right? That's what I to understand, that they were buying shoes from the store, and he got his first job at the shoe store. And Rachel's always talking to the manager, trying to work out his hours and his schedule. My first job was at Burger King. My first job was at Burger King. My first job was the summer of my senior year going to college. So I worked at Burger King for 2 years. I was trying to get a job way before then. My mom and them wasn't having it. They didn't want me to work. When I got a job right before I got to college, which is with my mama, baby. She seen me working, and so I had to buy everything that I needed for school. Whereas if I wasn't working, yeah, I wanted to be extra money for me. But if I had not been working, she would have bought everything, or they would have made a way for me to get everything that I needed. But since I was working, it was like, okay, well, you buy what kind of bullshit is that? But at least I could have stayed at home, right? I think it's great that parents want to instill work ethic in their children, but I don't think that it's required for all children. I don't know if Rachel grew up with a silver spoon in her mouth or not, but I think that she got a job. When she talked about getting a job at an early age, I think that she got a job at an early age because she wanted to be in and around fashion, right? And she felt like that was her calling. So that seems to me to be the reason why she went and got a job. That doesn't seem to be the same thing with Skyler. I think that she just wants him to work because she doesn't want him to be a spoiled brat. And for me, especially if I have money, I want my children to focus on their studies and think about what they want to do with their life. And when they tell me what they want to do with their life, then we can go from there. And I would try my best to do things to get them jobs in their field or things that they want to do. I don't think that a child needs to be working at 14. I think that rich people are always trying to prove to regular folk that their kids aren't spoiled and their kids aren't brats. And I don't think that that's necessary. My thing is, what are we working so hard for if we can't give our children a heads up or a leg up, rather? Right? That's just how I feel. I don't think it's required for a child to get a job at 14 years old, especially to be working while he's in school. No, absolutely not. Okay? Then we got Bose. Bose is looking for a new house for Keely and Lael.
Oh.
Baby, I'm sick of Bose. I'm sick of Bose. And what it is, I just don't believe her or Keely. I don't. I think that Bose is, don't get mad at me, and I know I'm going to get some flack for this, but I got to tell y'all how I feel, whether it's right or wrong or indifferent. You know, I just got to tell y'all how I feel. After reading her book, I think that Bose was seen as an ugly duckling all her life, and now she got on this show, and she wants to show herself having her fairy tale moment. So she's faking this relationship with Keely.
No. Oh yes. No. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
She's trying to throw it in our face, and she's trying to make it seem like she's like this princess in a Disney movie, and I'm not buying it. When I see Bose and Keely, I don't see love. I told y'all I love to people watch. I don't see love or in love. Nothing about their relationships gives me in love. I don't see love on when I look at Bose. I don't see love in her aura. I don't see it in her spirit. I don't see it when I see them together. I don't see it. I don't see it, and I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. She does not even give me, I love my man. I love my man. She does not give me that. She's not giving me that. So I don't believe, there is no way that you're going to tell me that Bose all of a sudden got on this show last year, met Keely. This season, she's trying to have a baby. This season, next episode, he's going to be proposing. And then they're trying to get married all in 2 or 3 years? Absolutely not. We got the girl over here on the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, been engaged to her man for 9 years. And you telling me that, but girl, I'm not buying it. It's not because she black. It's not because she dark skinned. It's because I think that Bose is a fraud. I do. I'm sorry. I think that she's a fraud. I'm not buying this relationship. I look at the activity with Keely and stuff online. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I feel like that she's trying to shove it down our throat, and I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. Dorit had a photo shoot for her new book. I love Dorit. Dorit, nobody's buying your book, baby. Nobody's buying your book. What could Dorit say that people want to know? What could she put in the book? At least with Garcelle and Brenner, they could say that they were actresses before joining the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, right? With Garcelle in her book, she told some of her whole facts to be relevant, right? Brenner told some old housewives tea, right? With Dorit, all we see is a failed whore.
I'm sorry. I have to be honest about it.
All we see is a failed whore. She went with a man. She was chasing fool's gold because it wasn't no real gold. That's why she's in the situation that she in. Dorit is not even a legendary housewife. You played second fiddle to Kyle. So what is there that the people want to read about Dorit in her book? Nothing. You were with PK for the money. The money ran out, and now he left you holding the bag. Nobody wants to read that book. Nobody wants to read that book. It would even be different if we saw Dorit come out on top of in the divorce, right? If we seen Dorit build herself up. We see that PK left you in financial ruin. You about to get evicted from your house, or your house is in foreclosure, right? You going broke. We see it all in your body, all in your spirit, girl. You can't even afford the face fillers and stuff no more. Baby, you look haggard in the face, right? We could see even if you built yourself up, you got on the show and you had to start all over and built yourself back up. You could write a book about that. But Dorit, I feel like Dorit writing this book, and I love Dorit, but I feel like it's a money grab. Nobody want to hear Dorit's story. Nobody wants to hear Dorit's story. Especially, girl, when you about to get evicted from your house. Especially when your house is going into foreclosure. Nobody wants to read that. Okay, then we got Rachel. Rachel is throwing a Studio 54 birthday party. Now, the producer asked her how old she was, and she said that she's forever 37. I just assumed that she was turning 54 because of the Studio 54. Are the people slow? And I looked it up, and I was correct. She was turning 54. Or what's going on? Are the light bulbs on? I just assumed that she was turning 54. That's why we were having a 54. Okay, I don't know. Each one teach one, okay? Now, this is the second event that Rachel has threw this season. Okay, Erika and Dorit haven't thrown anything. I haven't seen them throw anything this season. Nothing. They haven't thrown nothing. Okay, I wonder how it works when people throwing events this season. Okay, for the season. You get what I'm saying? How it's you do because wait a minute. Who threw the speed dating? Oh, that was Bose who threw that. So Bose threw an event, and she also had the cast trip. Amanda threw an event. Yeah. I wonder how that works out. Okay, Kais and Skyler are there, and they're acting as the doorman for the party. Okay, the lady comes in. This is the first time they've seen each other since they were in Italy. The women look okay. Well, they was dressed as they was going to Studio 54. Bose was the best dressed. This is one of the best that I ever seen Bose look. She was best dressed. Then I would say second place would be Rachel, and then third place was Sutton. Sutton looked really, really good. She looked on theme. Everything. She looked good. That was the best I ever seen. One of the best I ever seen Sutton. And if I had to have an honorable mention, I would say that it would be Erika Jayne. She didn't really look Studio 54, but she did look foul. Dorit comes in with the same Cali bag that she bought the first time.
Hey! What are you doing?
And this is the thing, Dorit, you should not have bought the Kelly bag because you can't afford it. Could you really afford it? If you only got one, could you really afford it? And if you have to have one, you don't wear it twice in one season. And you definitely don't wear it where you debuted it at. The last time we saw you with this same Kelly bag, you had it on at Rachel's old house. And yeah, her lights went off, bitch, but we still saw the bag. We still saw the bag. It ain't like that. The lights went off and we couldn't see the bag. No, baby, Bravo had the cameras all up on the bag, and you moved the bag again.
Loser.
And I forgot, was it Kyle or Dorit? I mean, Kyle or Sutton is the one who said, oh, she's wearing the bag again. Wearing the bag 2 times in one season. You're just making yourself look broke, mama. But y'all, pretty much that was the episode. Who do y'all think won the argument out of Dorit and Erika? I love Dorit. I love Erika the same. I like them both. But if I'm being honest, I believe that Erika Jayne ate Dorit up and sent her ass to run it.
Come on, give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
But y'all, that was the episode. Thank you all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate the love and support, and I will see y'all later. Adios.